What went wrong in this one?
We just weren't hard enough. We didn't compete hard enough, and we didn't manage the puck well. And they capitalized on their chances.
Coming in, you had a 10-day break from your last regular season game. Did you feel like that was going to be helpful for you guys, and do you feel like there was a little bit of rust to begin this game?
I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that. I think we needed the rest, and we got it, and I just think we weren't hard enough. We should have been ready to go, and we weren't ready right off the start.
And now you've got another long break for the next game. How do you keep yourself focused until then?
Just get the energy back, and compete, work hard in practice these next couple of days, rest, recover, and on to the next one. It's one game at a time.
With this many lineup changes late in the season, how tough is it to build that chemistry with such a short period of time?
I think we know what we got in here, and anyone can play any given night. So I think it's a matter of doing it together and competing harder and getting the job done.
Is that just kind of part of life in the AHL? Your rosters are always in upheaval.
Yeah, you got to be ready. You got to do your job. We all know what it is, and we just got to go out there and do it.
So the neutral zone seems to be a big struggle for you guys tonight, and has been for a few games this season. But why is that a place for you guys struggle?
I don't know. I think we're just trying to do too much with it. I think we got to get back to the simple game and just chip pucks in and use our speed and get on the forecheck.
Well, Axel, welcome to Grand Rapids officially. How's the adjustment been here for you so far?
Thank you. I think it's been good. I've been here for probably 2 weeks now, practicing with the team and getting used to the smaller ice here. So, it's been a lot of fun, and just looking forward to next game here.
How difficult is it to sort of parachute in with a group that you really don't know all that well, and coming from a different league like the Swedish Hockey League? Like, how difficult is that to sort of try to figure out?
I think it's pretty easy. It's a group of really good guys in here, so they've been taking care of me as soon as I got here. Been feeling welcomed, and if you feel welcomed, it's easy to get into the team and into the system and start playing hockey. So I think it's been pretty comforting.
How much different was it from the Swedish Hockey League playoffs to the AHL playoffs?
Playoffs is playoffs. It's going to be tougher. It's going to be more physical out there, and I think it's important not to get too high and not too low either. That right now we lost 4 series, not what we wanted, but I think that still we just look forward to next game here and continue playing hockey.
Is there a level of excitement because this is kind of the next step on the journey for you to get to the NHL?
Yeah, of course. I want to get over here and transition to the smaller ice and this playing system. It's a little bit different from back in Sweden, so it feels good to be here and start transitioning.
You seem to start bonding with the team very well right off the bat. It seemed like communication was really good, especially in the first few games. How is that so easy for you?
As I said before, it's a group of awesome guys in here. So they've been taking care of me since the day I got here. So it's easy to make friends when they're so nice. So it's pretty comforting.
Now you're pretty solid on the power play, something that this team has needed. Can you just kind of talk about what you bring to the power play?
I just try to bring my game. Just be deceptive and fake some plays and try to contribute forward. It's unfortunate that we can't get any goal forward this game, but I think if we continue to work on the things we're good at and our plays, we're going to get some here.
Do you see yourself as more of a shooter or a passer?
I don't know.
You've scored a lot
Probably
of goals.
both, yeah. I like to rip it as soon as I get the chance, but I like to make plays too, so I don't know, 50-50 maybe.
Besides the smaller ice, what do you think is the biggest adjustment coming over to North America?
Just the system. It's a little more quicker, from the end zone. When you get it, you don't have time to really make anything. You just send it up to a guy that's along the boards, or of course you can make plays, but I think it's more important to be quicker with the puck and play faster.
Is that something you can replicate in practice, or does it just take games to kind of get used to?
No, it's both. We practice as we play, so I've been working on it, and it feels like it's getting better and better.
Obviously, there's, as you say, there's a lot of new faces for you. You've got Michael here who was with you and Skellefteå. How much does it help to have someone on the journey with you that's kind of going through the same things?
We're roommates right now, and we've been roommates the whole year back home in Skellefteå too, so can't get rid of him. Nah, I'm just joking. He's a really good guy, so of course it's comforting to have someone I already know when I get here, and got to travel with him too, so nice to have a travel buddy here.
Axel, in the third period, we saw that you were really doing well with the puck and moving at an efficient pace. Is that something that takes more time as you get more comfortable in the AHL setting?
Yeah, I think you have more time than you think. So just continue to play hockey and make plays when I get the chance. Yeah, I think I started to feel that in the third period. That's what I should have been doing the whole game. So I'll be better next.
Well, Elmer, welcome back. Just how you feeling after your injury rehab overall?
Feels good. Finally back to playing some games. So yeah, feels fun to be back. Of course, I haven't played in a while, so always good to get that going.
And you come back in and jump in with Danny and Waddy on that first line. Is it just like you guys never left?
Yeah, I mean we had some games earlier this season, so it was fun being back with them and playing with them.
Players talk about the adjustment going up to the NHL. Is there an adjustment too when you come back down?
Yeah, I would say so. It's a little bit of a different game. It's hard to describe, but obviously it's a little bit of a different game. You have to think a little bit different. So of course it's an adjustment. So I have to make some adjustment to play here too. So yeah, it's a bit of a mix.
After a game like that, usually players say, I'd like to get right back at it. So, you get away from that and get a fresh start again. But now you guys have this long period. Like, how do you adjust to that?
Yeah, it was a little bit frustrating, just sitting around waiting for the first game to happen. So we just try to be as good as we can in practice and being good with the details and just be ready for when the game is coming. And we got a similar situation now, and we have to wait a couple of days for the next game. So I think we're just gonna have to regroup and come back stronger.
How do you turn the frustration from a loss and also a long break into something positive?
I think we just need to learn from the mistakes today and just kind of fix some small things and just turn it around, gain some momentum. I mean, it's a long series, so got a lot of time to turn this around.
How did your game change, if at all, when you went up to Detroit and spent all that time up there?
I felt like I improved a lot with my own game. I felt like I was more consistent in my game and used my size and physicality a little bit more, and just try to keep it simple and keep playing my game and combine that with my shot and stuff like that. So yeah, it felt good.
Is it good to get the chance to keep playing too, rather than have the season just end?
Yeah, of course, it's always good to play hockey. You know, it's good to get some playoff experience and play important games. So it's I think it's just gonna be good for me and help me to be even more ready for next season.
Well, Michael, welcome to Grand Rapids officially. How's the adjustment been for you so far?
I mean, it was good. Every guy in the locker room has been nice to me and welcomed me very good, so I'm happy to be here.
What's the difference between the Swedish Hockey League playoffs where you guys were just at, now the AHL playoffs?
I think it's like in Sweden we maybe want to keep the puck more, so not as much as like up north, and like right away when you get the puck here you want to go to the offensive side again, right away. So I don't know, maybe that, and the ice is so much smaller too, so just I don't know. Hockey is hockey.
Does it feel like a big adjustment or no?
Yeah, I mean, the ice is much smaller, so you don't have as much time and space as you usually have in Europe, so maybe that, but everything is just hockey, so I'm just gonna do what I always do.
Are there different parts of your game that maybe get more emphasis in this style of hockey than they might get in the Swedish League?
What's that?
Are there different parts of your game that might be more advantageous to you in this style than maybe in the bigger ice?
No, I don't think so. I feel like I fit the North American style of hockey pretty good, so I just try to play my own hockey and do my best.
So Axel said that you guys have been rooming all year, and then you guys came over together. Did that help make the transition a little bit easier for you?
Yeah, of course, it's always much easier to come in a group when you already know a guy well, so it's been good to have Axel with me.
He said he can't get rid of you.
Yeah, I tried to get rid of him many times, but it's hard, yeah.
Any positives to take away from this one?
Not a whole lot, to be honest with you. I mean, okay third, but it's already 4-0 at that point. So, you know, I thought we found our legs a little bit in the third period, but obviously not good enough for game one.
Do you feel like the 10-day break kind of made it?
Everyone went through it. Everyone went through it. Texas went through it. All the other teams, the same thing. So I'm not even going to talk about that. I thought we managed it well. We just didn't have that spark early on that we really needed to get us going.
What do you do with the long break now, though, after that loss? Usually you want to get right back in.
Yeah, I mean, we looked slow. We looked tired. We didn't look fast. We didn't look quick at all. So we need probably a breather tomorrow and have a really good, solid practice on Thursday to regroup mentally. We'll have some meetings tomorrow and just bring the group back in and talk about tonight and then turn that page quick and be ready for game two.
What did you guys talk about between periods to try to get the offense rolling?
Well, I think offensively it was more about how do we get the puck and maintain possession of it in the offensive zone. A lot of times we were one and done, one shot, and it was their puck, and now they were breaking out. We just weren't quick enough on the second pucks, on the rebounds, on the loose pucks. They were winning all those races, so it was about winning those types of battles, winning those types of puck races to try to maintain some sort of possession.
How have the Swedish players come over and sort of adjusted? I mean, they kind of get dropped in here. I mean, that's kind of the AHL way, but
yep,
but
it
how
is.
have they adjusted?
Well, I think it is a big adjustment. Like we've talked about, you know, there is an adjustment period. I think having 2 regular season games, like the 9 days of practice plus the game tonight, I think they're only going to get better. They're only going to, you know, get better. But with that said, getting better is we got to win games here. We have to make sure that we're in win mode now. It's playoffs, and so yeah, they're going to get better, and hopefully over the next 5 days again, we'll put them in situations to, to make sure they're prepared for pressure, make sure they can make plays under pressure, and feel the ice rink, the size of it, and get used to our guys too, gel with our group.
How much do you think it helped them that they came out of the Swedish playoffs and then jumped into your playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, talking to them both, they understand what it's about. They understand the intensity. They understand, what's at stake. They just went through, 2 rounds over there and then came right here and got dropped right into the lineup. So they know what it's all about, and they're excited to be here. They're excited to be part of this playoff push and run. And, we're happy to have them here and part of our group, but now we just have to make sure they're getting in the right mode and gelling with their guys.
When you have a situation, in a best of 5, there's no such thing as you don't want to win this game, but obviously going to there for 3 games, you got to win the next one or you're in big trouble.
Yeah, I mean, crazy as it sounds, though, we have been a better road team than we have been a home team this year. It was the opposite last year, and again, I just think, next game is huge. We know that, we understand that, and our guys will understand that when we talk tomorrow. The experienced guys have been here and have been through playoffs, have won championships. They know these best of 5s. It's a sprint at times, but we got to learn from what happened tonight and put our best foot forward on Monday.
Do you think there'll be a little bit of a lineup shakeup when you?
Potentially, it's too early to talk about that. We're still going over the guys that played tonight in that room, so we'll pour over the video, cut it down and see if there needs to be lineup changes and what that looks like.
Yeah, what does the next 6 days kind of look like for you guys?
We've got the next 48 hours mapped, and we'll go from there. We have to see how guys are feeling, get the mood of the team, and make sure that come Monday, kind of work backwards on it so that they're hungry. We've got to make sure that we come out there with some desperation, some urgency. All those cliche words that you want to throw out there. We've got to be at our best on Monday.
When you've had a lot of guys go up and down to Detroit, and then toward the end of the season, you got the 2 new guys from Sweden. Is that just business as usual in the AHL?
It is. It's for us, it's we want that to happen. We want that for our players. We want guys to go up and to Detroit, help them experience that, and when they come back down, they're better players for us. But with that said, you do lose a little bit of that chemistry. And so we've got to try and find that back here the next few days, and that's what we want, and that's what this league's for, is for that development for guys to go up, and if they come back down to help, that's the role.
You saw Soderblom do that exact thing today in the third period. Do you think that he's going to be a big factor moving forward in the rest of this series?
Well, he needs to be. That's the kind of the pressure that's put on him is he needs to be the big man here, and he needs to take the reins. And We saw him play in Detroit. We watched a lot of his video. We watch games, live on TV all the time. We know what he can do here at this level. We know what he was doing before he got called up. So is there an adjustment period from him coming back down? Probably. But you could see he got better as the game went on, way better. And, we need an Elmer Soderblom at his best for us to have success.
And so,
What was it about their neutral zone play that kind of stifled you tonight?
It was our turnovers. It wasn't their neutral zone play, it was our turnovers. That's what it was. They clogged the middle. They do a really good job of that. So if we don't handle it clean, they're going to be right there to turn pucks over, and they're going to make you pay. That's the biggest thing. If you give them an inch, they're going to take 2 feet of it because they're good. They're quick. They're fast. They've got a ton of skill up front, even their back end. They move really well. If you don't manage it, they're going to make you pay. And I felt like a couple times we gave them some easy offense, and that team down the hall doesn't need any easy offense, as you guys can see.
How do you manage it?
Speed, execution. There's some passes tape to tape that all of a sudden just blew up off our sticks. So it's all about execution, all about a North mentality. If we need to keep pucks out of the middle, now it's about puck support. Not leaving guys on an island. And I felt that we weren't connected. We weren't close enough to make those quick support passes that we need to make. And all of a sudden, the guy is outnumbered. It's their puck, and now they're on offense.
Jack has been really solid. I think the past, towards the end of the regular season, and then tonight when he came in. Just kind of talk about what he's been bringing to the team as of late.
Well, he has been a steady presence in there. Even in practice, he's been really good. And he's been a good mentor for Cossa. He's been a great teammate. He stays out there. He's one of the last guys off the ice every day. And I think he just loves hockey. He loves playing hockey, and he's happy to be here. So I like to see him have success. I want all our players to have success, but for Jack to come in and do what he did tonight in a tough situation, he won a big game for us in Iowa as well, played spectacular there. It's good for him. It's really good for him.
Is it tough to make that decision sometimes, like when you know that the goalies are close and you still have to play this team again? Granted, it's in 6 days, but
we're gonna have some tough lineup decisions. You see the players sitting out, Antitumisto, Vero, Nizov, like even on our back end, sitting those 3 defensemen aren't easy. The forwards up front, Hannes and Doucette. Johannes isn't available right now due to an injury. But we have guys that have been here, they've played, but that's what playoff hockey is, and we have to make tough decisions, and we'll make more tough decisions before Monday.
I can't think of a game in recent memory where I saw this many guys get tossed out of the face-off dot. Can you kind of walk me through what was going on out there?
Well, I think guys are trying to be competitive. They're trying to gain that extra advantage as much as they can, and usually the best face-off guys are the best cheaters. And we just got caught too many times and got kicked out. But we weren't good in the face-off dot, I can tell you that right now. We had some guys with 1 and 8, 3 and 6, and we've got to be better there if we want possession of the puck. That's half the battle, starting with good face-offs.
Yeah, the flanks did seem to struggle a bit tonight. How do you get that relationship back in working order?
With in regards to the flanks, you said?
Sorry, like on the face-off, like the guys on the flanks. I'm sorry.
Oh, so to me, it's not just on the center. It's 5 guys. They all have responsibilities. It's the only time in a game where play stops and you actually can talk about it with 5 guys, have a plan in place, and go about your job and do your job. But if you lose that, now they've got possession. They want possession down the hall. We want possession. So it's 5 guys battling. Yeah, you can't lose it clean. That is on the center. If you lose it clean, right back to the defenseman. But any little battles that are around the feet in those areas, that means we've done a good job, and let's go win those battles. And we didn't win enough of those battles, and we lost too many faceoffs that were clean and gave them easy possession.
ASP, as the game went on, he said that he had more space than he realized, and in the third period, he finally started taking advantage of that space. How do you get him to be more comfortable and take advantage of that space like we see that he can?
Well, I think be careful that third period. A little bit of fool's gold with a 4-0 lead. They sat back a little bit more than what they were the first and second. They were aggressive. They put a lot of pressure on us in the first and second, created a lot of turnovers, made it uncomfortable for our guys. The third period, I think you ask a lot of our guys in the room, I think they felt they had a little bit more room to make plays. So for him, though, he can skate. He can move. He's got mobility. He sees the ice extremely well. So again, it's putting him in positions in practice. It's getting him more game experience. This is all positive for him.